everybody, and welcome back to another episode of King of the List. Now, you might be wondering what I'm doing today. This isn't a normal list. I'm not ranking things. Instead, I'm doing a tier list of Star Wars. I did a Star Wars ranking before, but my opinions on the Star Wars movies and shows have changed since I made that last list. It's no longer accurate. So instead of ranking them, I'm just going to put them on a tier list, and I'm just comparing them to other Star Wars projects. I am not comparing them to other movies in general. So first up, we have Star Wars Resistance. I've never seen Star Wars Resistance, but from everything that I have been told about it, yeah, F. I don't think it can get much worse than that, in all honesty. The Mandalorian, on the other hand, is one of the greatest shows that I have ever seen. Season 1 was fantastic, Season 2 even more so. Honestly, do we go A or S? I'm going to put it at S, actually. It's really good. Now, Clone Wars is next, so I'm going to take this one. The Clone Wars in general, obviously S. Obviously S. Season 1 would be a little lower, but everything else is S. So, overall, the show is S tier. It's amazing. It's got the best animations ever. The story is amazing. The emotions, the music, the characters, everything. It's amazing. Let's go on to Solo, a Star Wars story. This is the most underrated Star Wars project in my opinion. It's going to make a lot of you mad that I'm putting this in the A tier. It's not S tier. It's not the best ever. But it is really underrated, and I think it's amazing. I really like it. I don't see much wrong with the movie, actually. Rogue One, I think I'm also going to put in the A tier. Not quite S. I know lots of you want me to put it in S, but not quite. It's going to go in A tier. So we have a lot of strong projects coming up first. But that's about to change, because now we have Star Wars The Force Awakens. Probably my least favorite of all the sequels. It just felt like too much of a cheap copy of A New Hope. So it's... yeah... should I go in C or D? I'm going to put it in D. I'm going to leave it in the D tier. It's not that great. A New Hope, the classic original Star Wars movie, the thing that started it all, is good, but obviously it's not exactly as good as some of the stuff that we get today, but it's not terrible. So C or B, where should I put it? I'll put it in B tier. Next up we have Revenge of the Sith. Now, I don't like Revenge. No, I'm kidding. S tier, definitely, no question. Attack of the Clones, on the other hand, is it's meh. It's not bad, but it's meh. We'll put it in C tier. I feel like that's a perfect place to put it. Rise of Skywalker might be my favorite of the sequels, which I know is an unpopular opinion. Most people despise this movie with a burning passion. So I think we'll put it in C tier as well. I don't think it can go any higher than that, but I think if I put it lower, I don't know. We're going to put it there. The Last Jedi is about equal to The Rise of Skywalker. I've been liking The Last Jedi more and more every day, but this one I'll put in C tier as well. It's not great, but it's not terrible. The Empire Strikes Back. See, this is tough, because I don't know if I want to put it in A or S. I don't know. It's my third favorite movie of all time. Revenge of the Sith is second place, so I don't know. I will put it in A tier. If there was a tier in between S and A, it would go right there. It would go right here. So, you know what? We're going to move it over here. It's the top of the A tier. Top of the A tier. In fact, if we're actually organizing this, then we're going to go like that. The Phantom Menace. Yeah. We'll leave it there. C tier. It goes here too. There's a lot of C tier Star Wars projects so far. Next up, we have Star Wars Rebels. Star Wars Rebels is also underrated. It's gotten more love in the past couple of years, but it's probably one of the best Disney bits of Star Wars that they've ever done. It's really well done. It's not as good as the Clone Wars, but it's up there for sure. I'm going to put it in A tier. I think that's where it belongs. Not S tier, but it's close. Then we have the Bad Batch. Bad Batch was okay. It was pretty decent. It's not my favorite show ever, and I really hope that they step it up with Season 2. Because this just felt a little bit too much like The Mandalorian. I mean, I love The Mandalorian, don't get me wrong, but having a separate show with a kind of similar plot, C tier. I'll put it in C tier. Star Wars Visions. As a person that has zero interest in anime whatsoever, I was not thrilled at all by this. There were some episodes on here that I truly despised and will never watch again. And there's like 3 episodes on here that I would actually consider watching. But that's it. So F tier. That goes in F. I don't like Visions. Besides, it's not even canon, so I don't know why it's on this list. The Book of Boba Fett. Alright. We're doing it again. I liked the Book of Boba Fett. Full disclaimer, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite ever. It's between putting it in C tier or B tier. Yes, it had its mistakes. The Mandalorian episodes carried it, but it is still a part of the show. I'm gonna have to put it in B tier. I know everyone's gonna hate me for that, but I have to put it in B tier, if I'm being honest with myself. And then I believe we only have one more thing to put on here, and it is Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Well, if you know anything about me, Return of the Jedi is not going in F, or D, or C, or B, or A. It is going at the very top of S tier, being my favorite movie of all time. I love Return of the Jedi. It is going all the way up there. So, again, this list can change over time. I might like some of them more, like Bad Batch. Maybe after Season 2 I put it up to B or A or something like that. The point is, this is not carved in stone. All of these are amazing, with the exception of those 2. All of these are amazing, and I love them so much. And I hope that you love them too, along with loving this video. So make sure you like and subscribe so that you don't miss out on more King of the List videos. With that being said, I'll see you next time.